We're going to do a practice for the feet today to work on grounding and bringing presence and awareness into our feet. So you're going to start just by bringing your feet forward and just rubbing the soles of your feet. So you can do this kind of hard, where you dig in and press and find some pressure points that feel good to press into, or you can make this really soft, just kind of experiencing the texture and temperature and feeling of your feet. And then you'll take the soles of the feet together. You're going to bring your thumbs to the balls of the feet and you'll open your feet like a book. They might not open very far, but they might open pretty far, and either way is totally fine. And then we'll take one foot where you have access to it, and you're going to bring your fingers between your toes. So you might fit one or two fingers between one or two toes. You might bring all your fingers between all your toes. And then if you want a little, if you're feeling, this can be kind of a lot on the toes. If it feels like too much, just stay here. If you want a little more, you can make a fist with your hand around your toes. And I'll just spread them a little bit wider. And then if you made the fist with your hand, you'll soften the fist and you'll squeeze your toes around your fingers. And again, if that feels like it's getting towards a cramp or anything, just back off. And then if you made the fist with your hands, you'll soften your toes, squeeze with your hand again. And then if you're doing that, you'll soften your fingers and squeeze with your toes around your fingers. And then you'll release that and you're just going to make some circles with your toes in one direction. Again, only if this feels okay. You're also welcome to stay still with this the whole time and then try the other direction. Okay, and then we'll release that. Just wiggle your toes and then we'll try the other side. So bringing fingers between your toes. And one foot might be pretty different than the other, so you might do the same thing you did on the first side, but you might do it differently. And then again, either staying stillness here or making your fist around your toes tight. And then soften your fingers and squeeze your toes around your fingers. Soften your toes, squeeze with your fist. And then release your fingers and squeeze with your toes. And then you can make some circles. And then other direction. Okay, and then we'll release that. And then you're going to bring your feet in front of you. And we'll just see how this goes. I like to think of this as working the brain with the feet so it connects the bottom to the top. So you're going to lift up your toes. You're going to keep your feet, the balls of your feet, on the floor the whole time. So instead of going in and out, you're going to keep the soles of your feet rooted. And then you're going to bring your little toes down but keep the other four up. And that may or may not happen. your toes, bring your little toes down, bring your big toes down, keep the middle 3 up. And if they're doing some funky things, if your jaw's clenching, if your fingers are clasping, see if you can soften the jaw, soften your eyeballs, soften your fingers. And then lift up the toes again, and then we'll bring the middle 3 down, little toe, big toe up, maybe. And then release that. Lift up the toes again, and then we're just gonna bring one toe down at a time, possibly. So bring your little toe down first, then your 4th toe, then your 3rd toe, then your 2nd toe, then your big toe. Lift up again. I'm going to try to go backwards, which is very difficult for me. Big toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, and 5th toe. And then you're just going to tap your feet on the mat. And then tap the tops of your feet. And then just come to a seat, whether you can also stand, just be in any position that works for you. You can close your eyes if you'd like, and just take a few moments to notice your body, your feet, your energy. And thanks for watching.